Guava, everybody. As you see, I'm still unshaven. That's okay. I'm trying something here. What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer 73 here. And I hope you're having a happy whatever day this is, Monday. um, I really want to talk about something that I don't know if you're having the same problem, but I want to talk to everybody about this. Who's that? Heather, how you doing, Heather? How you doing? I want to see how everybody else is feeling about this, and I want to talk seriously about something. No, this ain't gonna be one of my rants unless somebody tune me up, of course. But I want to see is, am I in this by myself? Hold on, I don't know why my computer is not responding. Hold on, that's crazy. Okay, let me know if I'm locking up. Wow, this is crazy. Uh, Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. We about to talk about this. And I'm not going to be the only one talking because I really don't have that kind of experience in what I'm about to really be talking about. If anything, I'm going to be asking for um, advice. So YouTube is tripping today. Okay, I can see about how far this video going to go. There we go. Okay, now I can see y'all. Okay, now I can see everybody. What's going on, everybody? It's good to have you here. All right. Unbiased LLC. How you doing, my sister? Crafty Mom's Creations, Black Feathered, Ayo, Fireball, Aqua Loves Gardening, Sam Whittle. Back to me. Let's get right into this. This ain't gonna be no rant. This is a video of concern, if you will. How many people have money invested in this? In how many people have money invested? And I guess I could best say this. Uh, how many people have money invested in other things where this stock market crash has already started affecting your bottom line? How many people? I wanted to get this out in the very beginning of this video. Let me watch my voice. I wanted to get this out in the very beginning of this video. Look, now it's going to rain. Because I need to see how many people are feeling like me. And I'm going to tell you what I have done with a couple of my investments so far. Okay. Most of us, right? Most of us. Okay. Okay. K Natural says price only matters the day you buying and the day you selling. Long-term crew, hold on. Chef Handyman says my 401k is just a K. The whole 401 is missing. Black Feathered says, hold on a minute. Says I try not to get anxiety about it, but sheesh, the prices going up and the income ain't. All right. All right. Renee says, okay. All right. Stiphen says, buy now the best time? I'm not, I don't even have no comeback for anything y'all saying right now because I'm literally listening to y'all. What are you doing? Okay, Fireball says 4 years is continue going down. I am losing. I don't understand what you're saying, Fireball. This is a interactive video today, so I'm literally reading what you're saying, and I want to talk back and forth because I want to hear what y'all doing, and I'm going to tell you what I've done. So as a trucker, my loads ain't paying what they used to, but everything else seems to be going up except my bring home pay. Let's not talk about cryptocurrency, okay? I'm not interested. I don't want to talk about that. Heather says, I'm not going to give advice. I only bought some stocks when I had some extra money, but I just let it sit. Nathaniel says, I, what does that mean, Nathaniel? I am looking to upload, I am looking to load up. Yeah, I can't, I'm not about to try to figure out what y'all saying in this code. Either please y'all type normal or talk normal. That me trying to figure out y'all code words and slang, I'm not going to do that today, okay? Please. Stipend 73, precious metals are always a winner. I disagree. Irad says, I'm buying, holding my dividend paying stocks. If you have money, buy. Now's the time. I, again, disagree. Blanche, my holdings are in gold and silver. Say, all those fires and floods sure didn't help. C7 says, market will correct down 30K, down to 30K, then stay steady for a while before going up. Do you think so? I'm trying to keep this interactive. Okay? I don't think so though. Because the things, this is why I'm not okay, like for instance, Truth says quit looking and fretting about short-term, day-to-day market changes. It has always rebounded. Okay, Truth, this is where you said it always has rebounded. Let me kind of tone my voice down. You say it always has rebounded, right? That's very, very true. And everybody keeps saying, just hang on because everything is going to level out. I'm going to say this. You are right. No, I'm not scared of anything. What I'm seeing is we have also never had a person single-handedly do this to the investments of the world ever in life. Ever in life, in history, in the history of America, mankind, the stock market, ever, never, ever. So everything that you're saying about hold on, everything is going to level out, you're judging it by things that have happened in the past when things were normal, normal bad, more normal disruptions. natural disruptions. See, this is where I'm having a problem. Everybody is trying to predict how their investments are going to go according to how history patterns have worked. The reason why I threw history out the door with my investments is because none of history has ever dealt with a crisis like what we're dealing with right now. Ever. One man single-handedly crumbled, is crumbling and setting aflame all of our investments that we've earned and invested in our whole lives. One man. That has never happened ever. If you don't know what crisis, please leave my channel. One person did this. Ladybug says the markets have been overpriced for 30 years. Not S. I don't know what that means. Correct, Joanna. Across the entire world. This ain't just the American stock market crashing and burning. It's the world. So that's why I took a turn on my investments because I've held stocks in several things since I was 15 years old. You believe that? Since I was 15 years old. I did it, not my parents. I did it for myself. I was investing since I've been 15 years old. Since I was 15, I can't make this up. I was investing and I didn't even know I was investing. A friend of mine was doing something and it was kind of cool for the job that we worked at when I was 15 years old. And I wanted to look cool too and look important too. So I started investing when I was 15 years old. And now I'm watching all of that swirl down the drain. Jeff Harris says, people are crying now. Ha, this is only the beginning. Thank you, Jeff Harris, because that's the other part that I wanted to talk about. The other part that I wanted to talk about is he's not stopping. See, say the people are saying it would level out, right? The market would level out. Give it a minute, it'll level out. How can it level out if the person that's doing it keeps making it worse every single day? I'm asking. I want this to be an interactive video. I don't want to just go spewing off at the mouth today. I'm asking for advice. There's a man that's doing this every single day and making it absolutely worse than it was the day before. It doesn't even take 24 hours before he opens his mouth and makes it absolutely worse again. It's so bad, even the people that's helping him cause this chaos, they're even like, hey man, take it easy. I'm just, even the people that was with him at first is like, hey, now you cutting into our pockets. You gonna have to take it easy. And he ain't stopping. Say people will lose more money and prices will go higher. And if companies produce here, prices will go even higher. And if companies produce here, prices will go even higher. I don't understand what you said in that last part. This is not about politics. Please, let's not do that today, okay? I don't want to hear the word Democrat or Republican or independent today, okay? Not today. Let's talk about our money. The only reason I brought up that man is because he's causing it. And he's doing it just like he wake up with a number in his head. There's no strategy to any of this at all. It's just he waking up with a number in his head. Ministry of Truth says, I disagree. You disagree with what, Ministry of Truth? You disagree that he's making it worse every single day to the point that his own billionaires and millionaires are getting a little nervous? Is that what you're saying? Because when billionaires and millionaires start getting a little nervous and telling his homeboy to back down, what do you think poor people like me and you should be doing? You think I'm scared just because I'm poor? He making rich millionaires and billionaires shaking their boots. He's working out a strategy. You know something? I had a friend growing up. They used to lick his shirt collar. Every time I seen him, he had his shirt in his mouth like this. And the whole front of his shirt was wet with old saliva. How do you think that smelled in the summertime? Okay, so when I asked his brother, man, why did your brother chew his shirt like that and be stinking like that? Don't y'all even tell him he's stinking? He said he do that when he nervous and when he working out strategies in his brain. When he thinking on how to get something done. Well, he ain't never figured nothing out. This dude to this very day still chew on his shirt and it still smell like holy hell. I guess he's still trying to figure out his strategy. So when you saying old boy is still trying to figure out his strategy, man, when is it going to happen? Or is he just going to end up with a stinking ass shirt? Because that's what we see. This has got to be the dumbest strategy I've ever seen in my life. He's a shirt chewer? He seems like a shirt chewer to me, bruh. Let me say this. That was a true story, by the way. And no, the guy wasn't mentally challenged. I know y'all probably thinking he was mentally challenged and everything. Nope, not at all. Nothing. Nothing. He was just a smelly shirt chewer. That shirt smelled like mouth all day long. He wasn't nervous. He only did that when he had to think of something. But he was always thinking of stuff, so that shirt stayed moist and stinking and hot. He was never musty, but his shirt smelled like a cavity all day long. Yeah, he was doing. We were children. We were little kids. And now he's a grown-ass man. We both in our 50s. He's older than me, so he's in his mid to late 50s. But he still chew on that shirt like Hubba Bubba bubba gum. He can blow bubbles with that shirt. He chew it so bad. All this be missing. The roof part, the neck, missing. He chew that thing up. Gene says, when playing chess, you already have a strategy and not trying to figure it out. Thank you, Gene Strauss. This ain't no, this dude is still stumbling in the dark. Please don't talk in caps, okay? Can you do that for me? I'm trying to see. Thank you, Sherry Berry. She says, question. Did he make any results? Oh, you talking about the shirt chewing dude? No. He's in his late 50s, mid to late 50s, and he still chews his shirt, telling me he still ain't figured shit out. I'm glad he ain't Chris Bender, because that shirt would be missing. Remember Chris Bender, the song? Remember that? He couldn't choose which girl he wanted. Remember? Who will I choose? Remember that song by Chris Bender? He was confused. But by both of them, I will love you. Remember that? I'm going crazy. Who will I choose? Remember that? He was confused. Can you imagine if dude had that kind of, like, which girl am I going to choose? Shirt would be gone. He'd be topless. Zach Price in the house. Hey, TLC in the garden. Well, Zach Price, let me see what you said, brother. I had a problem that concerned two ladies. Wait a minute. Right, 2A says it's not touching him. He's getting his funds from Mar-a-Lago guests and people buying his Pokemon cards. Said 50 country. Get out of here. Get out of here. No, they haven't. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. Cut it out. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna let you lie. Sty X fan, I'm gonna let you lie. Because it just shows everybody. I'm gonna leave that up there too. So it could it could show everybody that you gotta lie to sound right. You'll probably take it down because you know that's a lie. All right, let me tell you this right off the bat. I took out some of my investments. And you know what I said? What I said I've been talking about for the longest? Gwen, you say, how are the pigs? I'm about to tell you. I invested in myself. I sold a few things. I sold a few investments, and now I'm using that money to invest in myself. See, when you're dealing with stuff like the stock market and you're dealing with stuff like those kind of loose investments, you are in no control of that. You're hoping that people out there playing with your money brings you a return. That's what we do. When you're messing around in the stock market and some of these different kinds of investments, all you're doing is letting these companies hold on to your money and pray to God that they make the right decisions so you can get a little kickback. That's all it is. So I thought about that. Now I lost close to $6,000 since all this happened. And I've been trying to hold on and hold on and hold on. And I had a talk with my wife and I said, listen, we could take that and be cool and hold on to it for ourselves and invest in ourselves and what we're doing instead of letting them people play with our money. We work hard for this. We worked hard for these investments. We've been sitting on this stuff. And I'm going to tell you about this too. Let me tone my voice down. Sacrifice. We've sacrificed a lot, me and my wife. It was times where we wanted to go on vacation. It was times that we wanted to go splurge on something. Instead of me buying my wife a really high price car, I bought her a very under modest car. Instead of me, look, I could have purchased my pond already as bad as I wanted. I could have had this house torn down that I want torn down off my land. I could have did everything. All I had to do was sell my investments, right? But no, I said nope. I've been sacrificing things that my children wanted to do, things that I wanted to send my children certain places. And if I knew back then, if I would have sold off some of my investments, I could have did that for them, you know? So my kids going to college, myself going to college, I could have used that money to get me through college. I could have used that money to get my other kids through college, but I didn't. I've been holding on, praying that I can just live just like this if I just forget that it's there, right? So here's the deal, y'all. I've sold off some of my investments so I can get the money and invest in myself, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you my situation. I sold off some of my investments so I can get the money and invest in myself, and I'm gonna tell you why. What I've been telling y'all for years, like gardening, and land ownership. When you purchase this land, all the work that you put into it, it gives you an instant return. It gives you an instant return. Every project you do, every chicken you buy, every pig you buy, every kennel you buy, every piece of farm equipment you buy gives you an instant return. So I told my wife, me and my wife talked, and I said, listen, I think we better get out of some of them, of some of our investments before we lose everything. I have zero faith in a man that wakes up and makes decisions off the cuff of his tiny little hands. Right now, we're leaving the fate of our investments in the hands of a madman. I don't even know another way to say it. Now, I've been through a lot of weird times in my 50 something years, and I've seen a lot of weird people in office. But never in my life have I ever felt like I need to take my money out of my lifetime investments because I thought they were going to ruin me financially. Never. Never. So here I am, and today I said it's going to be an interactive video. So I've said what I did, and what I'm waiting on is to get mine back. And I'll let you stay. And invest in myself because I'm going to get an instant return in real life, and not my money floating out in outer space somewhere with a bunch of lunatics playing games with my money and pocketing my money. It's a lot of crazy people out there playing with our money and pocketing our money. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they know they're going to sink the stock market so low that they'll be able to come in and buy everything for pennies on a dollar. And then they'll be in control of everything. That's why nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes any sense to me. Why would you do this to the American people? The American people are losing on their investments every single day. Not one of us, not two of us, all of us are losing. Nobody is winning. No rich people or poor people are winning right now. They're going to sink the stock market. They're going to fully crash it where you could get stocks of Amazon for 25 cents. They're going to buy up all the shares, and they're going to control all the shares of every company, and then it's going to boost up, and people like me and you, we won't even be able to begin to invest. And to make it worse, your company will never blow up big enough where you can actually become a market holder. You'll never become one because they'll never let you in. They'll never let you get rich enough as a mom and pop shop or a entrepreneur. They'll never let you get big enough so you can get in the boys club. So again, interactive video. What say you? Because I told you what I did. I had enough. I'm not fussing no more. Ain't nothing to fuss about. I know people is crazy, and I know they have no no filter. Uh, Donna McDonald says we can buy now cheap now. No, you can't. That means you don't know what you're talking about. Michael Palmer says this is true, Led. Buying land makes more sense as we move forward based off what we're seeing. Yes, it does. Because one thing that you'll own is you'll own this land. And you can invest in your land and you're going to get an instant return no matter what you put on that land. K-Mac, I really don't know what to do, if I should pool funds or not. I can't make that decision for you. I just told you what I just did. If you watch any news about the stock market right now, everybody heads is buried in their hands like this. Everybody. Because it gets worse absolutely every day. The man changes the tariffs every day and make them worse. He just put an additional 50% tariff on China. I want you to know. Let's be honest. Go look. He just put an additional 50% tariff on China on top of whatever else he already did, right? I want you to really think about this with your brains. About 90% of the stuff that we have here in America is coming from China. If you don't believe that, you're delusional. All I would ask you to do is do me a favor, have fun with your family. Get your kids involved, okay? Get your kids involved. And I want y'all to go around the entire house. It's like a scavenger hunt. And I want you to look at everything in your entire house, every book, every appliance, every device, every statue, every portrait, every frame, everything. I want you to go look at everything in your entire freaking house and see the word China marked on it. And then tell me putting a 50% tariff, additional 50% tariff on China is smart. Homesteading DIY says breaking. EU Commission has reportedly proposed a 25% tariff on U.S. goods effective May 16th. Titan says they'll start making iPhones in Vietnam with no tariff probably. Cut it out. Why aren't they doing that now? Because they can't. Nicole says if you watch the market and see how much these major companies dropped, it's no different than a sale. If you truly understand the market, you make money when going up or down. Cut it out, Nicole. What it is, I know what this is. It's a lot of people in here saying this because they know so many people are selling, even rich people are selling, that you're being hurt. It's hurting your stocks when I sell. So you in here duck dodgering trying to get people to buy. Ain't nobody buying. Why would I buy a turd? When rich people are selling their stocks, you think poor people supposed to invest? You listen, I'm trying to keep my tone down. We're watching millionaires, billionaires, entertainers, moguls, fairly rich people sell all of their stocks before it's too late. But what you're telling us, because everybody who's watching me right now probably is in the financial bracket a little more or a little less than I am. You're telling the poor people to buy now while the rich people get out. That's exactly what they want to happen. That's insane. I don't even know much about the market like that, but I know enough to know that that's just damn stupid. If you keep your, listen, I lost almost $6,000 in 2 months. Less than 2 months. I'm gonna say I lost about $6,000 in 30 days. How do you get rich? By investing in the right time. That's right. That's right, Sty X fan. That's why I left you in here to keep lying. You're right. How do you get rich? By investing at the right time. That is correct. You couldn't have said that. You like to play with words. But do you get rich by investing in a turd at the right time? There's never a right time to buy a flushable turd. It will always just be a dookie turd. What we're seeing now is that said dookie turd. You're going to invest in that, and there's nothing there to give you anything back. This isn't Amazon startup. This isn't Microsoft startup. This isn't Uber Eats startup. This isn't Uber startup. No. What you're buying right now is a carcass. You're buying a shadow. If you, now I'm talking for myself. I can't speak for y'all. I wouldn't buy shit in this market right now. Not one damn thing. I wouldn't. Not me. That's none of your business, Truth. So here's the deal, y'all. Here's the deal. You spelled Dookie wrong. That's why I deleted you and sent you to the cornfield because you spelled Dookie wrong. Cheryl Douglas says it's all losing, trust me. Dennis says be greedy when others are fearful when others are greedy. That don't even make no sense. Thank you, Tabitha. Not while it's crashing. You don't invest in anything while it's crashing unless it's rigged, like trading places. The only way you invest in something when the market is crashing is when you got the upper hand and you know, like what's happening now is like that movie from Trading Places. They know exactly what they're doing. They're crashing it on purpose. Remember Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy, what they did in the movie Trading Places? They crashed the stock market, and right when everybody started to sell, they did some weird shit because they had an inside scoop, some underhanded shit, and then they turned around and bought everything and bought all the shares and became instantly quadrillionaires. Remember that? Movies, what is it? Art depicts life and vice versa. They took a play right out of the movie Trading Places. And we're watching that right now. People are panicking, people are selling. And listen, you better sell because at least you'll leave out with the shirt on your back instead of ending up waiting to give them absolutely everything. So why wouldn't you? Okay, Dennis says if you buy Amazon at $150 a share, why wouldn't you buy it at 125 a share? Because it doesn't matter how much you buy it for if you're gonna lose it while the stock market is crashing. Now, see, this is when I know people ain't got right good sense. I don't know. I'm not a stock market dude, but I know in normal plain old life, I wouldn't I wouldn't invest in a plane on fire falling out of the sky. That's what's happening. That's what you're saying. So imagine this. A Lamborghini costs a couple $1,000,000, right? Lamborghini costs a couple $1,000,000. You can't afford a Lamborghini, but you stood outside the dealership and watched this Lamborghini in a test drive crash into the building, and it's nothing left but flames and tires. Now that salesman says, "Oh, you can buy this Lamborghini for $50." Would you be dumb enough to do that? That's what's happening now. Use your freaking brain. You know, you're making me look too smart. I don't want to do that. I don't want to look like that because I'm not no stock market dude. Some of this is pure common sense, people. See, I'm a common sense investor. I don't know all the noodles and oodles of how to do this and how to trick people and scam. I know the common sense of it. If I'm losing money, I'm going to listen. This is how I invest. True story. I invest like if I gamble. I don't gamble. I don't. If you be like, I bet you $5, I'm not playing with you. I don't care. So this is how I would do it. If I'm going to a party, somebody's wedding or something, the part of it is let's go to the casino. I'm going to the casino. Okay, but usually when I go to the casino, I go to watch the shows, eat the tainted food, stuff like that. Okay, I don't go to gamble. But if I gotta go and I gotta gamble, and somebody say I'm gonna give you $20 so you can gamble, this is what I do. If you give me $20 so I can gamble, I'm going to make a threshold in my mind. I'm going to waste $10 of it. Even though you gave me $20, I'm not going no lower than $10. As soon as I lose $10, I'm done for the night. I'm done. So I will leave with $20. Leave with $10 in my pocket. I'm not a person. I have a threshold. And once I lose that threshold, I'm done. I'm not a risk taker like that. I got a family. And most people that invest like that and be crazy like that, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no wife, you ain't got no husband, you ain't got nobody depending on you, you ain't got no dog, you ain't got no damn guinea pig in a cage somewhere. Because you know that if you lose the shirt off your back, it's only gonna be you that's hurt. If you lose, ain't nobody coming to break. They only coming to break your legs. They ain't gonna kidnap your wife or kidnap your kids out of school or nothing. You ain't worried about that. See, I am. So that's why I don't gamble. And when I get to a certain threshold where I'm losing, I'm done. 3 strikes you out with me, you know? And everybody that keep talking about you should still sell, you should still buy right now while the whole house is on fire. Buy this house while the house is on fire. Man, shut up. I don't care if you are an investor or not. Common sense. This is the poor people's guide to investing. That's my word. And I'm not, listen, I ain't never lost. I ain't never lost. I have never lost to the point where I'm hurting and wondering what I'm going to do because I done lost my shirt. Never, never. In all my 50-something odd years, never. Because I know when to quit. When I can even say this. I invest or I will gamble like I'm in a club drinking. I have a couple shots, talk a little shit, and then somebody said, man, let me buy you a drink. Man, I'm good. Let me get a water. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling nice. When I'm in the club, I done had me a couple shots. I'm feeling nice. I'm good. That's why I ain't no alcoholic. Because I know when to quit. That's enough. I know what 2 shots of Hennessy Black is going to have me feeling like. It's going to have me smooth. I'm going to be talking some good shit. After that, I don't want to be stumbling home in the dark pissing my pantaloons. That's for people that don't know when to quit drinking. I do my whole life like that. If I stayed out tonight in my relationship, in my marriage, if I stayed out to 2 in the morning tonight and I ain't told my wife where I've been out clowning somewhere, I won't do that for 2 years. Whatever time it was, 2 a.m., I won't do this again for at least 2 years. I know when to quit. I don't want my wife wondering what you been out there doing. I know that I fucked up. That's enough. I've been out with my friends too long. I'm a married man of 30-something odd years. That's enough. So the stock market for me is no different. I know when to get out. I know when to pull out. I know when to pull out. Some of y'all don't. You know how I be. Let me just get the tip. Just let me dip the tip. And they say, yeah, you don't know when to back off. She said, you said you was just going to dip the tip. I am. This a big chip, though. I got to dip the tip of this chip. What you next thing you know? You in court. Somebody baby daddy. I know when to quit. I'm that dude to be like, wait, I ain't got no protection. It's okay. It's all right. I'm clean. I'm okay. Look, I'm clean. I don't be with nobody. I don't even care. I ain't got no protection, but I'm clean. Here go my bill of health right here. I don't care about your bill of health. I don't want no kids by you. You're crazy. If half of us done that, you wouldn't be in the shit you in today. I do my whole life like that, son. I know when to quit. I got kids by one woman. It's a reason for that. Because I know, I'm good. If I ain't got protection, I don't want to deal with the long-term investment. I do the stock market like that. I do my life like that. Everything. If I ain't got some kind of protection set in place, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm not a gambler. Not like that. I step out on faith. Faith is not gambling. So as I'm saying, so again, I wanted this to be an interactive video, but I'm not going to listen to them people keep talking about some right now is the best time to buy. I'm not giving that electric car man my money. That's what they want. And I'm not giving that orange face man my money neither. And they got about $5,000-$6,000 of my money. They ain't getting no more though. Listen to this. Lucy says you can ride the stocks to the bottom if you buy right now. Y'all, don't listen to these demons. Don't listen to these demons. Y'all demons, man. Y'all want poor people to invest their money, and it's the last money they got. This the money they've been depending on their whole life so they can retire. And look, if the man is talking about taking everybody's social security, that's your retirement money. Now you want to take people's 401k and crash all of their investments. So what will the people have after you take all of the subsidies that's supposed to help them live a half-as decent life when they done? And then you take their social security and now you take in their investments. To me, that is the biggest middle finger to not just the American people, but to the world that I've ever seen in my life. Quan Brooks said you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Hey, listen, look down in the description box. That's what I wrote in the description box. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time to count your money, motherfucker, when the dealing's done. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, right now, that's not just a song to me. Those are the blueprints. Oh, damn. The song was in the movie The Gambler. The movie was called The Gambler. Do y'all remember that? What did they call Kenny Rogers that wrote the song? The Gambler. Get out of here. Uh, Owen said it best. Run. Now, right now, know when to run. I wish I was a DJ. I could mix that part. Run. Run. Know when to run. Know when to run. I would mix the hell out of that part. Somebody get a DJ to mix that shit up. Know when to run. That's all I want to hear. And mix it, scratch it. Know when to run. Okay? Please. Oh, wait a minute. I almost let you live. Let me see. So that's what I'm saying, everybody. Now, what do y'all got to say? Now, I won't listen to no bullshit. Okay, I'm serious. Let's talk honestly. Do you think it's a good idea to invest in yourself? I'm asking you. I'm asking all of you. Not you, not the trolls, because I don't care what y'all saying. I'm asking real human beings. Do you think right now, do you think it's a good idea to invest in yourself instead of keep letting people play with your money? Or do you just got your doggone fingers crossed, hoping everything is going to be okay? Because there's a lot of people with their fingers crossed, hoping the economy is going to be okay. There's a lot of people with their fingers crossed, hoping we don't go to war. There's a lot of people with their fingers crossed, hoping that that man heart thaws out. There's a lot of people with their fingers crossed, hoping that he's just joking. You know how many crossed fingers that is? Nah, man. No. This is the time where you need to sit and really go look at all your portfolio. Go look at your portfolio and look at all the things you got invested. And I want to say this because I know what this is. I'm not going to give you an option. I'm going to tell you, go look at how much money you just lost. If you haven't pulled out your stock portfolio in a long time and your investments, go look at it. And I want you to look at how much money you lost. Not the reason why I say or gained, because you ain't gained shit today. I guarantee you ain't gained. All my stuff across the board is So I called my wife. I told her, I can't do this no more. I'm just going to have to take some of the things I got. Look, I'm cool anyway. So I'm going to take what I got and I'm going to invest it in us, me and my wife, and invest in this land. And look, when I have this pond built, when I have that done, I want you to think about this. When I have my pond built, I'll eat forever. I'll eat for free forever. There will be fish. There will be frogs. There will be snakes, turtles, toads, every walk of life, birds, waterfowl, duck, geese, what's them things called? Cranes in that pond at all times. And better than that, there'll always be a plentiful amount of water to water my livestock, water my garden, water myself through filtration. If I took $5,000 and invested it into me instead of letting these people play with my money and my emotions, Smokey, I'm definitely going to get a return. Invest in more cages, invest in more livestock, more pigs, more chickens, probably a sheep, and shout out to Humble Homestead, Humble Servant Homestead. I saw y'all sheep. I loved it. Probably some sheep, and I have my brother and my sister out there, Humble Servant Homestead, teach me how to deal with sheep. Give me some more pigs, and I'll probably give me old big head donkey. Those investments is going to give me a return no matter what. Can I show y'all something? A return? Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something real quick. Watch out, pup. I can't do this real hard, but I'm gonna just lean a little bit. You see this? Can y'all see that okay? I want to tell you what those are. Those are eggs I get every day. So while everybody been paying all them high prices for eggs, I'm laughing. I'm selling eggs, eating eggs, and the only reason that bin ain't full is because when my wife was here, she took 2/3 of the eggs with her back to the house. So I got eggs at the house. I got eggs on my farm. I got chickens laying eggs that I ain't even been out there to collect today. I get a return every day. So imagine this. If a dozen eggs cost y'all about $9, $7, I get that back every day. Every single day. So that means the money I invested in the chickens and in the coops is paying for itself. It's paying for itself because it's feeding me. I don't have to buy no food. It's paying. I'm able to sell eggs and get my money back. Now I can sell chickens because I have specialized chicks that I sell for $100 a piece. The black Ayam Samani chickens. Everything I'm investing in out here is paying me back as we speak while we're sitting here talking. So I'm investing in me. I'm tired of letting people play with my money and my emotions. I'm investing in me. I'm investing in my family. And I know I'm going to get a return. I'm investing in all them fruit trees I planted out here. And they loaded full of peaches. They loaded full of pears. They loaded full of figs right now. Think about that. That's an investment I made. I bought all those fruit trees and they're going to pay me back with food. I could either sell the food, I could turn those fruits into wine and other things and make it medicinal. I could sell the food, I could eat the food, I could turn the food into medicine. I could do whatever I want. And that investment, the paying for those fruit trees, is going to give me my return back. I invested my solar power. I'm talking about the solar power that I actually purchased with my own money. That stuff is paying me back every day. This Delta 2 Max, I paid for that. And it's sitting here in my face giving me return, and that's the only way that this fan is moving. So all the people that's telling me that I should buy, and stay in the stock market, you know you're talking, when you come to this channel, you know you're talking to a certain demographic of people. You talking to people, you're trying to trick people of color, because that's the most demographic that watches my channel, and you're talking to the people that's in the struggle or behind the 8 ball. Those are the people that you're trying to trick. That's why I don't see you on some of them other channels trying to tell them to buy in the stock market when they telling you they selling too. I watches those other channels, keep tabs on them. I don't see none of y'all trolls over there. I see y'all over here on all these black folks channels telling all these black folks to buy. Because you think we stupid. I go over to all them channels. I don't see them trolls on there talking that craziness. And they saying the same thing I'm saying. Like, I think it's time for me to get out. I don't want to. It's been good to me. It's been up, it's been down, but for the most part, the money could make me very comfortable. But it's time to get out. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fall, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. I see it. I kind of, when you're sitting at the table, there'll be time to count your money when the dealing's done, done. Run. Run. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. I'm here to tell you what I've done. I'm out. Guess what? When I lose at poker, I used to play poker with my aunt. She taught me how to play poker for fun. I don't gamble, but I like to play. Guess what? I know when I get out. And you know what my aunt, she said, you a big old punk. You don't know when I'm bluffing? And I told my aunt, I really don't care if you bluffing or not. I'm leaving out of here with some kind of dignity. I know when to quit. I'm not going to be trying to figure out what's going on in another man's eyes and inside his mind, whether he's tricking me or not. Nah, I'm looking at my cards like, and I'm thinking about my mortality. Nah, I'm out. Don't play poker with me. I quit all the time. I folds all the time. Don't ever play poker with me. I ain't played poker in about 10, 12 years. But don't play with me if I ever did it again. Don't play with me because I'm always folding. I folds. I see how much money I came here. Look, that's why my thumbnails that change, right? I came in here with this much money. Look at that. I came in here with this much money, and I want to leave with about this much. I'm keeping this to myself. I'll play with that. I'm done. I'm not losing everything because I think I can beat you or not. I'm not going to risk everything just to prove to you that I can beat you. Oh, I'm not listening to you. That's a troll. Let me see. Marcella says, that's right, invest in you. I'm not telling nobody what to do at all, honestly, at all. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm investing in me. Lolo says, a wise man always knows his timing and sit back and look and listen. Thank God for you. Listen, you know what? Having this kind of mindset helps me in my marriage too. You know when you're doing too much. Come on, you know. If you married or you in a relationship, you know when you getting on somebody damn nerves. If you ain't aware of that, you're going to end up Single, divorced, by your damn self? You don't know. Gambling ain't no different, nothing else. Let me see. Let me run you off. Yeah, you coming here talking stupid. I told you we ain't talking stupid today. Yes, Keisha Willis. Yes. Y'all, I'm listening for y'all now. What do you think? What should you do? What do you think you may do? If you have investments, do you think how many people out there is really gonna just cross your fingers and your butt cheeks and hope that that this man end up having some sense? Okay, Rio says, so what is the alternative? Either work a job at Burger King and McDonald's, get paid low wage, two jobs, not have enough time to spend with family. I don't know. You didn't give another alternative. What's your other alternative? Rio, I'm listening. You're welcome, CC's Creations. I'm just trying to see where everybody head at. I'm telling you where mine at. That's all. There you go. Somebody who just said that. Wait a minute. Mickey says invest in land. Imagine this. Imagine you pulled your investments and you took the payout and purchased some land. That's all. I'm just asking. Say you cashed out, you sold, and you purchased land with your payout. You're going to get a return in everything you do from that forth. There will never be a time where you don't see your money. There will never, ever, never, ever be a time where you do not see your investment or you do not get a return. You will get a return every single time when you purchase land. Every single time. Every time. If I purchase some chickens, I'm going to get eggs and meat. If I purchase some pigs, I'm going to get piglets and meat. If I purchase some fruit trees, I'm going to get medicinal purposes and fruit. And then you purchase the land, I can sell the lumber. You purchase the land, I can build a home from said lumber. You purchase the land, I can do whatever the hell I want. You purchase the land, now I can get water for free if I dig a well or catch rainwater. You understand? There will be no more sewage bills if I have a septic tank put in. When I invest in a septic tank, all that money I invested in the septic tank, now I don't have a sewage bill anymore. So I don't have a water bill, I don't have a sewage bill, and then I don't have an electric bill because I invested in solar. No electric bill? Uh-oh. Now I put a wood-burning stove in my house because now I'm heating my house with the lumber and the wood from my land. What? No heating bill? Nope. Now you always gonna need an air conditioner or cut on some fans, but that's being run off of solar. So you're cooling yourself for free, you're heating yourself for free, you're drinking your water for free, and you pooping for free. All of the money that you invested on said land is literally giving you a return and a payback each and every single day. Every single day you wake up. I want to show you something because I don't think you get it. Do you see this fan? The sun is running that. We can even say the sun from yesterday is running that. That sunlight that was stored up yesterday when it was nice, bright, and sunny. I got a window fan over here. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. I bought me a little window fan. I got an air conditioning unit right here, but I don't need it. I don't need it. Because this the cool side of the house right here, right? So me and Puppy put that in the window, and that mug got so cold I cut it off last night. So I got a little fan sitting here, a window fan unit over there. I'm not even messing with the air conditioning unit. And yesterday was almost 90 degrees. We was in here with a fan. After that live stream I did, I messed around and dug that fan out and put it in the window. I made sure I brought it with me this time. I put that sucker in the window. Now look, it got so cold last night. I woke up, got out the bed and cut that mug off. I tried to cut it on low at first. Me and the puppy was freezing. I cut it off. And the only thing that was running that was solar, the power of the sun that I captured yesterday. I know you're just trying to be a smart ass sty. Yes, I buy feed for my animals. I buy feed with the money that I saved for not paying for electricity, for paying for water, for paying for sewer, for paying for heat, or paying for cooling. So absolutely, yes, I did buy them feed. But let me tell you something. I don't have to. If I let my birds out, they'll feed themselves. If I let my pigs out, they'll feed themselves. They do not need me. So what's your next dumbass question? Anybody that's ever had livestock know. Your animals really truly do not need you. My chickens don't need me. These pigs lived out here on their own for 24 hours without me. Everything that these pigs need to survive is in these woods. And more healthy. Everything that my chickens need to be out here to survive is in these woods, and it's better for them than feed. So what's your next dumbass question? You've been trying to corner me up this whole video. But you know what? I want to tell you something. Let me see if you is even a real person. I want to see if you even is a real person. Because you can't be that stupid. Oh, how did I know you a troll? How did I know? I knew you was a troll. Let me tell y'all something right now. People like this Sty Fox dude saying I'm giving bad advice. Listen, this is why I want to talk straight to you, you troll. I'm giving such bad advice that I'm living great. Please don't talk in caps, please. And this person is just in here. Let me remove you for people even. No, I'm going to leave you. The reason why this person is here, because they prey on the poor and the innocent. Because there's going to be people in here that ain't going to know no better. But you over here trying to get, hey, Sty fan, go over to some of them white folks' channel and tell them what you saying. Go over there to some of them white folks' channel and I double dog dare you to say what you saying now in some of their channels. I dare you. You won't do that. Because they'll find you. They actually will take the money and the time to find you in your IP address and look at you in the face. I won't do that. I just run you off. But I'm here to let you know, everybody, it's people like this, and it's trolls like this, and it's AI bots just like this. I'm gonna let you talk because I want everybody to see. Style says, I say what I want. You sure do. What you're saying is destructive, but you won't hurt my people. We smarter than you. That's the only reason you still here. If we disagreed already, you probably would have left by now, but no. You dead set on trying to tell my people to waste their money for your people. Or if you're an AI bot, they've programmed you to try to trick my people into taking everything we own and everything we've earned and leave it in there until we bone dry and broke. That's the only thing this administration has wanted from day one. They want everybody down on their knees. No, I'm not blocking him. I need him to stay so people can see exactly what I'm doing and who I'm talking to and why. I need people to see that. I need people to see the truth. You see me living this every day, and it's people that see me in real life and met me and shook my hand every day. And they know I'm not lying. But people like this right here, or things like this right here, they want to see us all beg and grovel and drop to our knees. They don't want us to have anything, y'all. Listen to this. What's his name? The Sty robot. They don't want any of us to have anything. So they're going to continue to do this and continue to fix and try to trick us and continue to make us waste our money and our time. They're the people that let all the drugs come. Listen, that AI robot or this troll is the same people that let drugs come into our cities. These are the same ones that let guns flood into our cities, alcohol flood into our cities, crime that don't do nothing about it. They want us to destroy ourselves. That's why I'm letting him stay, so everybody can see the truth. They don't got to listen to me. You're looking at it. That person ain't said one positive thing since they've been in here and I've been watching them. Family, they want us to destroy ourselves. And if we don't wake up, we're going to do just that. And I want you to understand why. Because once we destroy ourselves, they can take whatever they want. It's an easy cleanup after that. They don't got to fight. Listen, think about this. If you got two of your strongest warriors fighting against one another, a black man against a black man, fighting, squared up, these two strong black men are going to fight until one of them can't move no more. Here's the thing, though. One man will win. But both men will be so exhausted that the outside enemy can come in and just push you over and take whatever you got. He might even borrow your manhood because you so weak from fighting your own brother, since they like taking folk manhood so much. He might go ahead and commandeer your manhood up off you. But they want y'all to fight and tire yourselves out first. Y'all keep telling each other dumb shit first and keep making dumbass financial decisions and mistakes. Y'all keep selling y'all land off that your grandmama left you so you can buy a new Cadillac. Keep doing dumb shit like that. They want you to. So they can come behind you and buy your land that's priceless for pennies on a dollar. Brothers and sisters, wake up. Just because you can't get out of state to that land that you own does not mean you shouldn't keep it. Hold on to your land. Stop trusting in these rich oligarchs to play with your money. Invest in yourself. Keep your land. Hold on to it. And if you ain't got none, invest in some land. Think about it. It's working. I'm going to tell you this. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Does everybody know Homestead Heart? Raise your hand if you know Homestead Heart. Raise your hand and salute if you know Homestead Heart. Do you know Black's Tropical Homestead? Do you know Eco Neighbor and Gigi? Do you know Granny Karma? I want you to look at all of these people, and it's so many to count, right here on this damn platform. All of these good black family homesteaders. And I didn't name hardly a humble servant homestead. I could go on, the list goes on. And matter of fact, put their names down in the comment section after the video. All of them are doing exactly what I'm doing by investing in themselves. They've invested in land, and they took that land and invested in themselves. Which one of them are failing? The people. So all of them keep telling me that I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. All you got to do is go and look at every one of these strong black families doing what God put on their heart. They are achieving. They are successful. And if all else fails, they got their land. They got somewhere to go. They got somewhere to lay their head. They got somewhere to make food. They got somewhere to grow food. They won't need the system. So when people think I'm lying to you and you want to take their advice, go look at all these strong black families right here on YouTube. You've been to their meetups. You've been to their homes. You've been to their gardens. You see it online and you've seen it in person, each and every last one of these families. How are we failing? You want to know why they keep saying we're failing? They keep saying we're failing because we black. And they want other people to believe, people to look like me and you are failing. So if you new to my channel or you new to any of these channels, they're going to want you to believe that we don't know what we're doing. We're failing. Our land is dirty. Everything is unkept. Nothing is organized. Their crops failed this season. They want you to keep believing that. While at the same time, you see with your own eyes. That's why they got to keep saying it. Because you see with your own eyes. You see us eat good every year. You see us harvest good every year. You see us full of eggs every year. You see us full of livestock every year. But they got to keep on telling you the lies and distract you from what you're actually witnessing. So let the trolls keep trying. But I'm telling you right now, you can't do nothing with us. We're not going anywhere. Huh? I'm not my elders and I'm not my ancestors. You ain't gonna run me off like that. It's gonna be hell to pay. And I'm not even playing, I'm serious. It's gonna be hell to pay. People don't go to these other channels and do them like this. They don't. They send them to our channels. I see them on all of our channels. I see them on our all these black homesteaders channels. These trolls do. Listen, they do and say the exact same thing on every single channel. The trolls, they get together and team up and do the exact same thing on every black homesteaders channel. Every last one of them. Don't they? And sometimes it's even the same trolls. They even keep the same name. I done seen you. Some of them, when y'all see me looking crazy like this, I know who you are. I've already screenshotted your name on somebody else's channel. I know you. See, I've been at this a long time. I am not new to this YouTube thing. And I see you. So while they're trying to tell you you're a fool for purchasing land, you're a fool for pulling your money out the stock market and investing in yourself. So they only tell you that because if you don't buy land, let me tell you something, huh? If you don't buy land, they're going to buy it before you do. If you keep your money in the stock market at this time while this man is crashing this burning plane, they're going to get your money before you do. They want you to keep on believing in them so they can take it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. When have they ever told anybody the truth? They got here and stole land by lying. The reason why they want to get rid of the history books, because now we know. And now they don't want the next generation to know that they lied, broke treaties, stole land, and for the people to keep telling people they illegal aliens. Are they though? Nobody ever mentions the original illegal aliens. It's funny how people keep calling these people illegal aliens. It's funny to me. Keep calling these people to cross the border illegal aliens. Well, here's my question about illegal aliens. What's the statute of limitations on being considered an illegal alien? What's the statute of limitation? When is the cutoff? Because now they're saying, even if you was born and raised in America, you're an illegal alien. That's what they're saying, right? Okay, so what that did was lift the statute of limitations of when you can consider yourself an actual American of the United States, right? So what is the cutoff date? What's the statute of limitations of being called an illegal alien, an invader? I'll wait. It's funny to me. It's funny to me how easily people hurl those words and forget your history has a limitation to it. Your brains. We not gonna let you keep taking our stuff, man. Right. Somebody said, they didn't apply the right way either. They didn't. Stealing ain't applying the right way. Killing ain't applying the right way. Pillaging ain't applying the right way. Lying ain't applying the right way. When they say we sending you back to your country because you lied on your application, y'all did too. Because y'all said that y'all gonna just go ahead and stay over here on this little piece of land that y'all give us. Y'all, we cool, we can stay here. But then you took this piece of paper that we signed and tore it up. This treaty. You tore it up. So to me, my proof is right here in your face. When these trolls come at us like this, the reason they're doing that is so it's some people that ain't homesteaders. It's some people that's never lived this life. It's some people that's never even experienced any of this. So you wouldn't know whether I'm lying or they're lying. So I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this for the people that's never seen this type of lifestyle in real life. Do me a favor. If you don't believe me, do me a favor. Don't believe me, but don't believe the troll. But this is what I want you to do. Go look at the trolls channels that's telling you this negative stuff. And if they even have a channel, which is 99.9 times out of 10, they don't. But if they do, look at their works. And then I want you to look at ours. All of these black homesteaders on YouTube. Look at our works, but then look at the trolls' work. The trolls are telling you in buy. And they're saying don't invest in land, don't invest in land. Go look at how that's working for them, and then look at how it's working for us. And I will let you decide on which path to take. I'll let you decide on who you should be listening to and who you shouldn't. I'll let you, guess what? I have a thumbnail. I have a channel of years worth of things I've been spitting. These people just started a channel 2 or 3 weeks ago. And there's nothing on there, probably some old Billy Idol video or some bullshit. I can prove my works. None of the trolls that come up on my channel can prove their works. None of them. Just saying. With that being said, I'm not going to hold y'all all day. All I want you to know is I pulled some of my money out. And I'm investing that money, my return on me. I'm going to invest that in my land and invest that in my wife and my family. That's what I'm doing. And every day I'm going to get a return off of that. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to ask one more question before I go. Do you see any of these black homesteaders panicking? Do you see the New Orleans gardener panicking? Do you see broke farmer panicking? Do you see J3GS farm panicking? Anybody? Do you see them all up in arms? You see Homestead Heart panicking at all? No. So now, do me a favor. Remind me, because maybe my mind is a little rusty because I'm up in my 50s now. My mind get a little rusty. About how long ago was that Homestead Heart taught me how to pressure can? Was that about 6, 7 years ago? That was about 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. So that's 5 years worth of pressure canned food put away for a man that don't know how to pressure can. Am I right? Okay. Give or take. So you tell me, if I just learn how to pressure can and put my own food away and stock my own food up only 5 years ago, 6 years ago, how long has it been since Homestead Heart have been showing you her canned food and put it away? I just learned 5 or 6 years ago. She breathes this skill set. So imagine how much food she got, her and her husband. Imagine all these other families on these homesteads doing the same. Butchering their own food, raising their own crops, growing their own fruit trees. But these trolls are trying to tell you that us black folks, us homesteaders, don't know what the hell we talking about. The proof is in the pudding. It's so many black homesteaders out here trying to show you the path to take or give you any ideas, better ideas than what they're trying to offer us. The only thing you need is to have discernment and pay attention to the people that's trying to talk you out of doing the right thing. It's so many people that's trying to talk us out. Listen, this has never happened in the history of social media where they're trying to divide us so bad. Never, never. They have trigger words that they look out for, these trolls. They're programmed in the algorithm. And once somebody trigger those words, they flood in by the droves because they know. Everybody seen The Matrix? Everybody seen the Matrix? Raise your hand, you seen The Matrix. Of course you have. Remember every time they was in the, what was it called? The Ebenezer. Remember every time they was in the ship and then they hiding from the damn squiggly things and they dip down the alley and they say, shh, cut off all power, cut off all transmission, cut off all electricity, cut everything off. Every time they made an electronic sound and left their database out, those squigglies was coming, wasn't it? They were showing us way back then. That's the algorithm. They were floating through the algorithm. And the trolls and the AI bots was the squiggly things. They're sent to either help you or destroy you. They was telling us about this, what's happening right now, 20 years ago. Shit, almost 30 years ago. Think about that. What they was flying through was the algorithm, was the internet. And those things was the AI and the troll bots coming to get us. They're either going to help you and boost you up or they're going to destroy you. If you're helping them, like the dude that ate the steak, they're going to help you. But if you're there in the resistance, they're coming to destroy you. That's what this is. They're hoping that you don't see this. They're hoping people like me don't open my mouth and tell you what this is. They want you to keep thinking that The Matrix is just some other science fiction movie. But it was a blueprint of exactly what's going on right now if you pay attention. Together we stand, divided we fall. Every time somebody gets sick of this system and want to branch off and do their own thing and sell out and wear one of them little red hats, you sellouts wearing them little red hats, those are the people over there eating a steak and saying, I don't want to remember nothing. I want a good job in an office, up in a high tower. I want a beautiful wife. Those is the sellouts talking to the agents. The ones, people look like me and you wearing them little red hats. Them is the people eating that steak. Oh, I haven't tasted a steak in years. Not knowing that they will devour you too, because we're all just batteries. We just batteries. Think about that. Even on your job, they use you up. Oh, all right, I'm gonna go back. I was gonna stop, but I gotta finish this. All right, I'm in my 50s. When I was a kid, there was a movie. When I seen my parents took me to the movie to see this movie when I was a kid called The Dark Crystal. How many people saw The Dark Crystal? It was like a Jim Henson dark puppet movie. How many people saw The Dark Crystal? where these things, their sole purpose was to drink the essence from all of the young little gelflings so they can stay young forever. That's what this is. You're a battery. They use those little gelflings like batteries. And they drained them of all their essence, their power, and their willpower and their spirit to keep themselves young and strong and healthy. That's this system. When you're on a job, you start on that job young. They keep you there 30 years. Why is retirement 30 years? Anybody? Who picked the number 30 years you can retire? Why is 30 years the retirement age for all jobs? Why? It's just like my solar power generator. Because you can only use this for 30 years before you are at your 80% capacity. You're still good, but you're not as strong and powerful to run this machine as you used to be. Just like a solar power generator. Now you can only work at 75 to 80% capacity. We can't have that. We need this machine running at 100% capacity. So in 30 years, what do? We take the battery out, which is you, and we replace it with a new fresh battery, which is this young dumb kid that don't know no better and can be told what to do and to hurt himself and harm himself on this machine. Once you're spent, you're useless to this system. Once all your energy is gone, that was meant that God gave it to you to enjoy, it's gone. You've got spent all your energy and your essence in this machine building cars, building trinkets, building junk that the world is just going to throw away anyway. It's mounds of mountainous junk. It's mountains made of garbage from human beings that we waste every year. And you know what? When I look at a damn landfill, you know what I see? I see lives. I see all of this was made by human beings, every bit of it. And all of this garbage and these mountains of garbage, somebody built and made each and every piece of garbage that's up there. Your life was taken to build a mountain of garbage. They spent your life and your soul to build this trash. All your efforts and your energy that God gave you to spend on this earth for yourself and your family was burned out in some factory, dim lighted factory, moist damn office building to build junk, to build worthless junk. And if you keep listening to these trolls, you'll be that battery that just sits there and run the machine all damn year, every year, day in, day out. That's why they don't care if you sick. They don't care if you hurt. They don't care if you losing money. They don't care if you got divorced. They don't care if somebody died in your family. They don't care if your kid just passed away. The main question they ask you is, when can you come back to work? They don't care about your mental status. When can you come back to work? And after a while, they say, listen, you've been off for 3 weeks. If you don't come back to work in the next week or so, we're going to have to let you go. They don't care if you come back and your brains is scrambled like eggs. They need that battery back. They don't care about your brain. They need your energy. And they mean to drink it no matter what's wrong going up here. They don't care. Long as you can go ahead and put this battery back in the machine. And these trolls is going to come in here and do everything in their power to make sure that you don't wake up and you continue being a good little battery and get your ass back in this machine. We don't want you to know that you're losing money in this stock market by keeping your stocks in here. We don't want you to know that. That's why, look, while All the stock market is going down, 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 down. Millionaires and billionaires are turning on Pumpkinhead. All these people are breaking ties with him. They helped him at first, but like, hey man, you messing with us now. Think about this. But the trolls and the AI bots want me and you, the poor people, the melanated people, the underprivileged people. They want us to keep investing our money while me and you can, with our eyes, watch the rich people and investors pull their monies out and drop this company like a hot rock. So you mean to tell me I'm watching the man that owned them electric cars sell his stocks of shares in his own business? I'm looking at that goofball that make them ugly ass cars sell the stocks and shares out of his own business. He know it's tanking so bad. He like, I can't even take this with my own business. But at the same time, he programmed these AI bots to come inside of people like me and you's channel to tell us to keep buying stocks in there. So he can still keep on siphoning a little bit of money trickling out of your bank account and out of your investments. But these AI bots is telling us to buy, 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 buy. Oh, you ain't in them white folks' channel saying that. You on our channel saying that. And I can't tell folks what to do, but all I'm here to do is to tell you there's real people and there's fake people. There are AI bots and there are troll people coming to tell you to ruin your life. I'm not here to tell you that. You want to know something else? You want to know one difference? I have not one time told y'all to sell all your stocks, have I? I said that's what I did. In this whole video, I have not said sell everything. I didn't say that. I said I sold my stocks and shares, didn't I? But though to show you that the AI bots mean you no good, each and every last one of them said buy, 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 buy. Invest, 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 invest. Invest, invest. You will be a fool to pull your money out now. I didn't say that, did I? I said I pulled my money out. And I also said, I can't tell y'all what to do. I'm going to tell you what I've done. But all them trolls and them AI bots been telling y'all this whole time to sell all your stocks and shares. I mean, to buy more in this burning, flaming building. They're telling you to buy a burnt up house is what they telling you. Because they think that you're that stupid. They didn't say hold on to your stock and hope it works out. One or two people said that. Them was real people too. But the other ones was telling you to keep investing all your money. Go in your grandmama's sock drawer, get her money and invest in it too. That let you know their intentions for you. So as I'm saying, all right? I'm investing in me. I'm tired of playing with my money. I'm tired of these people playing with my money. I am investing in me. Now, if my investment in myself fails, I only failed myself and have myself to blame. I can't blame a bunch of rich people out there playing with my money, right? If I invest in myself and I don't get a return and I screw it up, I can only blame myself. I can't even be mad. I know where my money went. I know the decisions I made, and I know the investments I invested in. I screwed up. But when somebody out there playing with my money, I don't see them. I don't got their phone number. I can't call them. I can't email them. All I get is a damn either piece of paper in the mail, or I look it up online and see that I just lost $6,000 and I can't talk to a man and cuss him out. Think I've had enough. All I got to show where my money went is a little red arrow and a statement on my email and a statement in the mail telling me I just lost almost $6,000. I can't talk to nobody and cuss them out. And everything is automated. If this is yours, please put in the number of your. All this automated service is going to tell me is you lost $6,422.32. I can't even talk to a human being. When you just lost over $5,000, you can't even talk to a human being, speak to a human being about what happened. I'm ready to tear the club up. That's why I sold my, man, I'm ready to tear the club up. I ain't got nothing good to say to nobody on the phone. That's why they got that computer. If this is your name, lad farmer, please hit 7-3. Man, somebody need to talk to a human being. I'm telling you, I need to talk to a human being real quick. And I keep on grabbing the phone and doing this. Human being, representative, human being, representative. I'm pushing the 000. Operator, human being, representative. And that computer keep telling me, please re-enter your passcode. Human being, please re-enter your passcode. 7-3, is that correct? No, human being. Goodbye. Goodbye. Your wait time is now 25 minutes. To talk to another computer. The computer is putting you on hold to talk to another computer. Man, shut all the way the hell up. The computer put you on a 25-minute hold to talk to another computer. That if this computer don't hear you right, it just say, goodbye. Give me my money. Withdrawal. All of it, please. Would you like to close your account? Push 1 for yes. 1. I don't even want to hear the rest of the option. 1. Yes. Would you like us to send you it in the mail, or would you like it wired to my account? I'm done, man. Every time I invest in myself, I win. All the cash that I've used and invested it in myself and in my life, my kids and my wife, I won. When I let other people do shit for me, I lose every time. And here we are. Right? That's it. That's all I got. I just wanted to see what was on your mind. And clearly a lot of y'all think like me. And clearly you saw the people trying to persuade you into doing dumb shit. I would be careful with that. That's all I'm saying. I can't tell you what to do with your money and finances. But all I can tell you is if you invested it in yourself and bought some fruit trees, if you bought $400 worth of fruit trees or left your $400 in your stocks and investments, which one right now while this plane is on fire do you think you're going to get a return from better? So all my question is. Solve my question. You took that $400 and bought you a chicken coop and some chickens, or you left that $400 on the stock market to burn up under this man's greasy Cheeto fingers. Which one do you think you're going to get a return from first? That's all I'm asking. I ain't telling nobody what to do. But all I'm saying is, I know a lot of people I'm watching online that I really respect and look up to, and I even, this one financial advisor, she is a good friend of mine. She like, She out. I'm out too. So as I'm saying, you ain't gonna take no more of my money. You know what I could have did with $6,000? So I can't stop thinking about it. If I would have knew, I really didn't start thinking about I would lose so much money until I start seeing millionaires and billionaires selling their shares. When I start seeing millionaires and billionaires start to sell off their shares in all these big companies, I start thinking about myself like, these people playing with millions and billions of dollars for fun. What my little 2 nickels is gonna do? Let me go in here and check my little 2 coins. I went in there and seen that arrow doing like this. It was like wonk 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 wonk. I look, man, look. I don't know how much money you got, but $5,000 made me have to poop. I doo-dooed a little bit on myself. You took $5,000 of your money. That's like robbing me without a gun, son. You ever seen somebody do one of these? Stick them up or I'll blow your head off. You ever seen somebody do that? Look. Stick them up or I'll blow your head off. I'll blow your head smooth off, son. Stick them up, fool. Stick them all the way up. And if you turn around, I'm telling you, I'm going to smear you like peanut butter. Stick them up. Give me your wallet. Put your hands up. Do a dance. Huh. James Brown. That's right. Give me your wallet. Look, when you get robbed with no weapon, you got robbed because you was stupid. That's the worst feeling in the world. Now, if you got a Glock in my ribs, look, red light, red light, green light. I see that Glock. Give me your wallet. And I can't, if I move, I'ma lose. The game is over. You got that Glock in my ribs. But when I seen you do this and stick it in your pants, say, if you move, sucker, I'ma tell you, I'ma smear you like mustard. And I still do this and let you take my money. Who the fool? Because that's what's happening right now, man. Look. If you move, sucker, I'ma spread you like peanut butter and jelly. I promise to you, on God. Go ahead, I dare you. I got 2 of these things. Oh, I got 2 of them pointed at you, boy. I got 2 of them pointed at you. If you still do this and you don't question that, you deserve to get robbed. So right now, what these folks want us to do is we're being robbed with no weapon. The only weapon right here is your brain. Either you gonna give in to it and let them take your wallet, or you got some questions. Like, I'm gonna put my hands up, but I don't mean to be a stickler or anything, but Mr. Criminal, can you answer a question for me? What is it, sucker? You want to say your last words? No, not my last words. I just wanted to ask you, Mr. Criminal, were those 2 9mm fingers that you just put in your pocket? Shut up, fool! Shut up, fool! I'm about to cock it. I'm about to cock it on you. Boy, now it's cocked back. Now I ain't playing. Yeah. About that cocking the hammer back on your finger popper. Was that your thumb? You making me real nervous, man. Give me the wallet. Man, that's how we being robbed right now. Look, like that. Boy, it's locked and loaded now. You gonna make me nervous. I got an itchy trigger finger too. Sir, I don't mean to be a total butthole, but it looks like all of those fingers are a little itchy. I don't know. It's kind of, you got to think. Is you going to be a moron and let people like that rob you of your investments, your lifetime investments, your 401ks, all of that? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Right? And with that, oh, I'm gonna let y'all go for the day. Just I want to know from you, is it just me or have they done went too damn far? They robbed me for $5,000. Look, I'm broke. I ain't got money like that. You took $5,000 out my family mouth with these crazy tactics that you doing. These people took $5,000 out my family mouth. I could have did anything with that money. I could have paid off some of my son's school tuition. I could have bought my son a better car. You took money out of my family's pocket because of this crazy ego bullshit you doing. And here we are. I'm not gonna let no more. Let me take my money out before you end up gambling away in a damn dice game. That's what they out there doing. They in the alley. They in the alleys playing dice with our money. That's it. Granny Karma in the house. Dave Busby, Sandra Gillard, Priscilla Willis, Empress Angela, Willie, Natasha, Val, Granny Karma, Homestead. I love y'all. All right? Y'all stay safe out there. And if you ain't looked at your portfolio in a while, go look at it. And tell me I'm lying when I ain't. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. Go look at your portfolio and watch all of them red arrows. And then look how much you lost. Because I'm sure some of y'all got way more money than I got invested. And you see all that money gone in just 30 days? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, help me. Please keep me from grabbing them by the throat. Little ghetto boy playing in the ghetto streets. What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility? Oh Lord, keep me from grabbing a mug by his mouth. You gotta sing a few hymns to keep from canceling somebody or doing a Jackie Chan on them. Because they only want you to talk to robots. Because they know if a human being was in front of you, you would be going to jail for murder. They won't let out no human beings. They want you to talk to some robots. Because they know if they stood in front of you, your ass is mine. There, Farmer 73. I love y'all. And I'm out. Peace.